Hello, I'm here at the Wetlands Park just outside Kiltermount. I'll get some B-roll and drone footage to show you all that. And I've given myself a challenge. The time limit is going to be half an hour. And the lens I'm using is what I'm filming on, which is the Lumix 25mm F1.7. I've used this lens a lot, so I think it's going to be a handy enough challenge, but we'll soon see. Got the GoPro here. Wish me luck. 30 minutes starting now. I'm also going to put my phone on loud, and it's a bit sunny and I might drop the camera, so we're going to pop the lens hood on. Well, first thing I like is this, just the shadows kind of coming through, so I think will look pretty nice. I asked on Instagram what lens I should use. I gave two options. I gave my, well, this 25mm and also my 100 to 300. I was kind of hoping for the 100 to 300 to win the poll, and it might have. I only kept it up for like 10 minutes. I'm just not super used to using that lens, so I kind of wanted to practice, but I've used this accidentally took a photo there. I've used this 25mm for a while, so can definitely do something here. Get the old screen on the G9 going. I'm going to step down a bit. Cool. And we've much the same here. But what I'm going to try and do is oh, this is great. Look at this with the like kind of last of the autumn leaves. Okay. So far this isn't really feeling like a challenge, it's just feeling like a pleasant stroll with my camera. I do like all of these dead leaves here. And something like that. And then bring out the colors a bit in the edit. And then I've taken this shot as well before, where you just go down to the ground, get those rays of light in. I'm going to focus on the fence at the very end. I'm at f7.1 just to get everything in focus, although my micro four thirds, so that's not really a concern. And yeah, I'll bring up the rays of sun in the edit, and I think it'll be pretty good. So I've just walked past this tree and it blinded me, but I'll try and get a sun start. I know when I did the review of this lens, people said that for sun stars it wasn't that good, but I reckon, yeah, that's great. Nice sun star through the tree. I didn't really set a limit on how many photos I should take. But to be honest, I wasn't really thinking of this so much as a challenge, just as an excuse to film me taking some photos, so. That's new. This was always quite rickety and a bit unsafe feeling. So I'm guessing it is actually rickety and unsafe at the moment. So we won't do that, but what I will do is I'll go to f1.8 and get some shots of this like grass, where the grass is in focus. I get a nice blurry background behind it. So you can go that way and then you come back in to another area, but I'm actually going to walk around again so I can go back the way I came. I'm just going to check what the timer's at. So I have like 20 minutes left, so not as challenging as I thought. So it's about 11 in the morning, and it's the equivalent of high noon, I guess, this time of year. I have been here at golden hour and it's lovely. But yeah, I just thought I'd do this today. It's a nice day. It's also really cold, so I don't want to be out here at nighttime in the cold. I feel like a place like this with lots of trees is better when there's either a lot of fog or you're shooting full frame with a very fast lens and you get that separation. You've got 4 things that impact your depth of field. You've got your aperture, which everyone seems to know. You've got your focal length. You have the distance between you and the subject and the background. So when you consider that, well, this is a 50mm frame of view equivalent, it's not a 50mm focal length equivalent, and yeah. I really like how the sun is just coming through them leaves. So I'm going to try this a few ways. I'm going to try to get another sun star. It's not very often I find myself wanting a wider lens, but I do today. And there's some offices through there that kind of definitely look like they've just been dropped by a crane into the landscape. I hope the GoPro footage is looking good. I'm not using an actual chest mount. I got this thing by Ulanzi that's essentially a big magnet I wear around my neck. And then like the GoPro has a magnet so I can pick it up and do pieces to camera. Up back. I was a bit iffy about having magnets close to an object with an SD card, but I've not had any issues. Okay, it's gotta be something I can do with this. Normally when I see something like this, I default to just like head-on photo of like the textures or something like that, or even something like this. I definitely don't need to be at f1.7 for that, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, there's birds. See, this is why I should have brought the long lens. I could have lied. I could have made up the results of the Instagram poll. No one would have known. Do I want to do the whole, like, yeah, that head on with the shadows? Wider lens be handy. Something like that. Go back a bit further. You can see what I'm saying though, people do kind of just come here and graffiti. Your mum was here. Brilliant. Someone Snapchat. We have that sculpture there, and we have the sun in quite a position. But somehow, I think I could. Another little bridge here, but nothing really striking about it to me, if I'm honest. Just the nettles there that I definitely wouldn't want to fall into. Hello. Hey. Hey. Hello. Oh, hello. Oh. You're lovely. Got a bit of a scratch on your nose, but like, hello. Don't look at the camera, you'll get hair on the lens. You were a nice surprise. So I have 10 minutes left, and I don't really think I needed to make this a challenge. I've just had a really nice time out taking photos, and those clouds are pretty interesting. Sometimes when I take an image, I'll know, oh, okay, like that picture of the clouds. I have a preset called Vaporwave that it's got a bit of like a purple color grade to it, and any photos with like a sky with some wispy clouds, it always looks good. So I'll definitely be putting that preset on that image. And I edit my photos kind of heavy, but that's why I use, like, I say modern camera. The G9's pretty old, but you know, photos get edited in the darkroom. If you use a camera that just takes JPEGs, that still edits the photos. I hope the audio is clear for this as well. I do have the wireless mic system. You would have seen that at the intro. But the GoPro, for whatever reason, in their infinite design, even though it has USB-C, you need to buy their official adapter to use a USB-C mic. Okay, I like these berries on the ground. Turn them like that. I have a lot of Lightroom presets and I'm not really sure what to do with them. Presets I've made myself just through like messing and tinkering around. And I have thought about giving them away or selling them. But I'm also thinking of making a Patreon down the line. And they could be a perk option, like maybe once a month I put up a new preset. But I'm not sure. A lot of ideas for this channel and not really sure what to do with them. I do like that just like single leaf kind of hanging there. So this is why a camera with a tilty flippy screen is so good. Could you imagine trying to get this image and like bending around? Nah. You'll notice when I take an image, I'm not like hyper obsessing over settings. I'm not like in manual mode trying to decide, do I really want f4 or 5.6? And honestly, I don't think it really matters. I feel like with YouTube, you have people that have, I don't know, 4,000 euro cameras and 5,000 euro lenses, and they're trying to say that this is what you should use, or why you should choose this 4,000 euro camera over this 4,000 euro camera. And yeah, gear is important, but not like as much as people think. Definitely think I can get a Sunstar there. Something like that. Where's the sun gone? Sunstars is apparently what I'm drawn to today. With a lens that critics said was really bad for Sunstars. Yeah, here I am using it. And I suppose that ties into my point that like you don't need the latest and greatest. The G9 was released in 2016? A while ago anyway, and mine's like pretty old. This lens was like a budget kind of fast prime. Yeah, I'll definitely come back here with a long lens, try and get pictures of robins. Maybe go up in that bird height. I'll probably do a piece to camera later about my thoughts on this matter. How am I doing timer wise? I've definitely... Oh no, where am I about? I got 2 minutes left. So, just got a few more images, I guess. I like the ivy on this. I'll stop down. Or stop up. This is one of them times where actually choosing your focus point is kind of useful. So like I said, I shoot in a way that makes it easy as possible for me to get the shot. Yeah, really like the shot of the ivy. Zip tie around the tree, that's probably not great for the tree, is it? I have no knife or anything to cut that, which is a shame. So I might cheat a little bit, and I'm going to take a pano here, going down the way to try and incorporate as much as I can. And I've got 1 minute 27 seconds left, so I will work fast. So I'm going to shoot at f4. And what I do before I start a pano is I take a picture of my hand, I focus, and I typically get the middle shot. And then the G9 has an option to and I'm not even doing anything like super properly. I'm just coming here and getting a bunch of images. Photo in my hand again. So then when I'm in Lightroom, I know choose these photos, merge them, and we'll see how that turns out. So there we have it. 30 minutes and however many images. I'm not sure how I'm going to work this. I think when I take the picture and the video, I'll put up my edit and whatever. If you like the edits I did, there's going to be a card here or here, I forget where, for my Lightroom workflow. And if you like the images I took, you can follow me on my Instagram. I'll have that in the link below. But yeah, I want to try this again with my Helios 44-2. I want to try it with 100-300 and get pictures of birds, so I'll try that one of the days. Definitely while it's Christmas and there's robins and it's all kind of nice and festive. And I have more places for this planned as well. I want to do up along Old Head Beach, along the coast. I want to do around Moore Hall because there's the big old building and there's forest and there's the lake. Lots of places. And I do like the idea of using a challenge. Or one thing that I want to do is like a digital film challenge where I get like a half gigabyte card, stick it in the camera, and that's all I can use. Or actual film. I have a few rolls of film that I want to shoot with my Zenit camera. But that's a long process then to go and get them developed and all that kind of stuff. So just one more thing before I go. If any of you are in Ireland, I will be having prints of my photos for sale at the Foxford Crafts Fair on the 1st, 2nd and 3rd of December if you want to support me. That would be amazing. If not, that's totally cool too. I know many people are in Ireland. I think most of my audience is in the US actually. Either way, thanks for watching this video and cheers.